Oh, OBS Studio disconnected and reconnected. Okay. So, what happens now? I can't believe that actually disconnected and started back up, if it did. Oh, no, it started a new video. New video. OBS, you loser, what are you doing? Actually, it was my fault. I'm the one that plugged in a hard drive to scan, so we're not going to do that. We'll do it on another computer. We'll toss it on the all-in-one. Let me get confirmation that we are live here. Oh, that viewer fell off real quick. Bang! Gone, done. So are we buffering again? Who knows? Anyhow, I'm going to just continue on like it's normal. Tell me there's something downloading updates or... Like, I see that we're live, but YouTube's just being a piece of crap right now. As far as on my computer. Not YouTube in general, obviously. But... okay, so it is going. Alright. As long as it don't... I was having a buffer fest. So, I killed the stream inadvertently, and there's another perfect example of one of the words I used in one of the descriptions where I sent for this video was the oversight. Unfortunate, but happens or whatever. And yes, it does. I wasn't sure if I could run a Defender scan on this while streaming. This has nothing to do with my operating system, but Defender does. Apparently that kills your stream. So, continue on. Wake up the all-in-wonder Acer over here, and we're going to do a scan on this sad little MacBook Pro's hard drive. You sad little Mac. Let us scan your drive and make sure you're okay. Alright, and we're scanning. Malwarebytes running a scan just on the whole root of the drive. We'll see if it detects anything. I can share a picture, like a screenshot from the all-in-one. We already determined that all-in-one can't run HDMI out to the streaming computer because it flashes, and I do not want to be affecting anybody that may be watching this at any point. Like, rapidly flashing stuff, those are the things I think that can give certain people seizures. Yeah, we're not out to do that. So we'll get our computer back here. It is getting ready. The excitement, you can barely stand it. Barely stand the excitement. Adapters, ways to interface with the new technology that comes out are a must. Especially just new interfaces altogether. I'm pulling out a couple pieces of hardware here just to showcase a little bit of progression. And I believe there is another size that I don't have, and Yeah, I threw that one away, and I don't have the other one. But check this out, okay, while Windows is getting ready there. Let's throw this just for a moment. Here is a more recent Wi-Fi card. This is M.2 for the socket it plugs into. I'm not sure which key. B, maybe. I don't memorize it. I just am able to recognize some stuff. So that's M.2. The one used before that, there are a couple different sizes. While some are a little wider and taller. That one is a dead one, I believe. No, that's out of a Toshiba. I do have a dead M.2 card somewhere, and I'm real curious to see if it is anywhere close to the same size. Nope, it went in the garbage. Okay, so that's a wireless card out of a laptop, and excluding the other size of M.2. Here is, and this is just a sticker, the white flappy thing. That's a mini PCI Express, and here's a mini PCI Express full. That's half height, that's full height, and this is getting older as we go on. And then at one point, this isn't a Wi-Fi card, but they made Wi-Fi cards like this, about yay tall, that tall, that were about this wide, like a stick of RAM. This is an old piece of DDR RAM, 1 gigabyte of DDR, 333 megahertz, but that's beside the point. They did make Wi-Fi cards that were wide and tall that were in laptops. So back to the main point, having adapters, ways to interface with newer technology when you have it, trying to work on everything. But if you have an old laptop and it's newer, and then you get a new laptop, if you're not selling the old one, you could pull the drive out of it and plug it into something such as an external case. You know, this will hold an M.2 SSD. What is it? And it'll handle a few different lengths, all the 2280, 1140, or whatever the other one is. Like I said, I don't memorize the specs. I'm not a spec guy like that. I don't care. I just in general need to know about the details to get by. So yeah, different Wi-Fi technology. I wish I really had the old wide one, a relic from the past. They haven't been in laptops for many years. Okay, so far, if anybody missed that, we pulled the drive out of this sad Mac. That super sad Mac, the SSD is pulled out. Our computer is unusable for as far as showing you, so we'll take it from that view. I don't want to do that again. I'm very fortunate. We'll put this somewhere important, like in there. And that's about it. I thought it was noteworthy, the whole RAM situation, and very unfortunate, because this guy has had his computer, and it wasn't operating to its full potential because of the oversight of, and maybe it was bought with 8 gigs of RAM. I have seen that, believe it or not, from the manufacturers, the people that make and sell these things. You have a computer with 4 or 6 or 8 gigabytes of RAM, and it's a 32-bit operating system. No, why? I mean, is it oversight from the manufacturer? Maybe. I don't know. Point is, it can be corrected. And that's what we're here doing. And also working on a sad Mac. We're going to go ahead and mute Cortana. She always likes to jump in. Alright. Are we in the United States? We sure are. Oh, I was really hoping that would work. Setup. You guys can't get none of the setup. Nothing. At least not on this one. Ooh, don't look. Actually, where can I send you? I'm going to send you to a black screen. I got to put in our password. The password. Alright, next. I just punched the monitor. Wow. Nothing important going on here. We're charging up some batteries. Finally. Take a look here at our paperwork. We don't have any email. I'm just looking around. This is an up-to-date Windows installer, but I'm not seeing. Ah, so it did. Did something. Gave us a different resolution. Okay, so we can throw it up now. The whole display flashed and came back up, and now all of a sudden, HDMI works. Imagine that. It's probably not even this computer. It's my loser stream computer over there. So here's the problem I've been having, if you've been hearing me talk about it on the stream, and I don't really like this new update. It is patience testing, to say the least. This is your standard setup screen for after you install Windows 10. And you used to be able to either A, sign in with your email, phone, or Skype name. You can also create an account, and then there would be a way to create a local account, an offline account not associated with an email. You could just use a name and either no password or a password. And I don't see a way to do that. If we want to go and get a new email address, we can use an email, use a phone number instead. You know what, let's try that. Let's see what happens when we put a phone number in, and we're going to switch away. We will use the customers. Okay. Let's make sure this number's right. It looks right to the best of my ability to read the typing. uppercase, lowercase, numbers, and symbols. You have to use 2 of those, but not all. See, I don't like this. We're going back. We're abandoning the phone number idea just from not digging it. And to take and sign in with one of our burner emails for, burner accounts or sock accounts for the shop, like the no use ones, it's going to put a picture in the settings for the account, and there's going to be other random stuff tied to that. Windows, what happened? Why is there no way to sign in? It's very frustrating to not be able to sign in without. Like, we don't want to sign in with Microsoft. We want to sign in without it. Can't hit next. And like I said, if you go to create, this is where we're finding ourselves right now. Is not able to sign in with a local account. And just to show you, let's see if there's anything online. No local account. I'm thinking of the proper terms. I know they say there's ways to do it. Yeah. So let's see, here's what we're actually looking at. They're saying that they're missing from the login screen. I mean, whenever you local account, I guess what would it be called? Local account sign in during Windows 10 setup. Local account Windows 10 at login missing after changing. See, these are all old posts. I'm looking for something from this year. That's from this year. Yeah, they're saying to switch to it. I want it during install. Local account sign in missing during Windows 10 install. Okay, let's see. Common problems and how to fix them. Let's learn something together here, people. We're using a guide. Yes, I don't think we're going to find our fix here, but we'll take a look. How to properly upgrade. Maybe we need an older installer? Could that be the possibility? Could that be a possibility that we need an older installer? You know what? I'm not seeing it. So, we need to get info once again. boy, is this dumb. I mean, granted, we could create a new email just for this, and I don't see why we couldn't. Let's try it. I'll do a little type in here. Oh, first try. Alright, so we're going to remember this password. We gotta backspace it. We gotta capitalize. Birthday. Now we gotta make up a fictitious birthday. Don't I just hate this stuff? You know what? Microsoft, why are you changing? Why are you changing? This is not good. Is this really an issue that they released with that? I have to wonder. Is it really something that disappointing? So they're saying a phone number is required. I don't remember this installer doing this. Until recently. I mean, I just made this one, I think, what, 2 weeks ago? No info, no nothing, just take us to Windows. It'll probably make us create a pin too. That's always going to be fun. Ha! Look, I called it. Create a pin. Dum dum dum. Alright, and with that pin created, it's moving on. We're going to check the scan on our all-in-one with this Macintosh hard drive. So it's found 2 threats so far. Can we click on view identified threats? We got one that's malware. Let's make this window bigger. So we have a tunnel mirror 2 .exe, and then also it's actually a piece of software that the client uses that they're saying is malware. Or it's not malware, they're calling it a PUP, which is a potentially unwanted program. Like I said, I can't pull it up, it's on the all-in-one. We're going to do this later. We're not linking an Android or iPhone to the computer. We're going to merely let it sign in and get any updates. And we'll continue with it tomorrow. 3/4 of the way through the cleanup that was requested to get stuff working. The YouTube issue, we didn't even begin to look into it, but what is going on here? And just for reference, here is the paperwork from that. It's YouTube won't load, update to play video, and then he found so many threats from his one thing that he had installed, which we'll reinstall it, and then also do the cleanup on it. So we're getting all that in one easy fell swoop, and not because this was the plan. 3/4 of the way through the cleanup, got to a tool, ran it, discovered the error message, and like, oh, wait a minute, what? Went into system info. So checking system info is gonna be, like, I usually do check it toward the end. I go in there for setting restore points. But later stage to avoid any wasted time. So it's going on my list. It's going to be updated soon. Very, very soon updated. Cortana will accept your terms. Just don't talk to us. So out of a 500 gig drive, 500 gigabyte SSD on this Mac, we have like 240 gigs of used space. We're going to need to find somewhere to back that up too. I believe the all-in-one has what is called for. Oh yes, 445 gigs free on that drive. One capture card I haven't tried, the all-in-one, like I said, I really would love to bring that in because you can't even see much of it over there. It's like dumb. Okay, it's much better when you can show something such as this right on screen. At bare minimum, this is not near as good as showing something directly on screen, but we can get zoomed in even as a crappy webcam. But the across the room thing, yeah, I really want to change that. So I think I'm going to dig out an older capture card that I have and see if we can't connect it also. It has audio issues where, or not audio issues, the audio, but you actually have to delay the audio because the video goes over a USB 2 connection versus USB 3. So if you're like talking and you're like, oh, look here, you'll hear it and then you'll see the action. It's like 2.7 seconds. The video is behind the audio. But if we can connect the all-in-one from across the room over there and put it on screen for everybody to see, such as we do with my monitor or whenever a computer's plugged in, like that, yeah, I think that will be a great thing. I'm going to go ahead and start updates. That's generally an important thing to do. Another thing, we'll see if Windows is activated. We didn't put a key in, but is this computer capable, or has it, there's multiple ways. It's not a product key built into the BIOS computer, so probably not activated. Did the user or any owner, user of this computer have Windows 10 on it before? I don't believe so. Alright, so that's something we need to do, and then we'll start the update process. Sadly, we're not going to do that on screen. you enter your product key, and we can't really throw it up on screen at the present time. Oh yes, that key is very much readable. We're not giving away a free product key for people to go and get blacklisted, pirated. Microsoft will call you a pirate. How dare you do it? Don't do it. Alright, so once you go to the Activate Windows link, type in the product key in the window before this, and then hit enter or whatever to activate. This screen will come up and you hit activate. And if it isn't blacklisted or considered a pirated product key, or whatever technical or proper term you want to use, you'll get to activate it. Should be good. This key has, as far as I know, it's only ever been installed on this computer once, the key that was used, and that was the original setup. Unless it was reloaded, and then you can use that key every so often. There are rules to it. I've never dug deep into the terms of service to find out. Well, let's find out. Are we winners today? Are we lucky? Do we have to do it the hard way and call Microsoft? Not today. Alright, that being said, let's go back and get the updates rolling along. Alright, we are in here. Check for updates. And just to make life much easier and faster, we're going to plug in some Ethernet to help our super Dell along. Look at all those updates it's got to grab. We don't want to be tied up with that. Anyhow, Malwarebytes is still going. This is a good place to jump off. I'm not doing a super long thing tonight. We still only have 2 threats over here. Just the pup, potentially unwanted program, which is actually software this client uses for her work. And then also we have that tunnelmirror2.exe, which is malware. We'll probably end up removing that. We don't know where that came from. However, thank you for hanging out. Sorry for killing the stream. It happens. I'm dumb. What can I say? Don't run scans from your streaming computer. We got more fun coming. We have wonderful magical iPhone. We got stuff written here, that's why I'm covering it. But anybody that knows the hardware, you know that's an iPhone in there with a pink OtterBox. Alright, we get to have some fun. Wonderful magical iPhone. I don't know what model. And it's the rose gold one. Wow, that thing's bent. Oh, that's too good to show you now. We're not doing it now. We'll do that on the next stream. Thank you for hanging out. Have a good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. It's one of those. Fix something. And if you do know how to fix stuff or are learning, share it with somebody else. Show them how to solve their problem if you know how. It's a fun hobby. I'm not even going to say a fun hobby, fun passion to make stuff not working work again in many aspects of life. So, yeah, enjoy it. Thank you, everyone. I do appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow.